Good Saturday morning. I'm not sure what time it is, maybe approaching 10 a.m. Sunday has had a shower and I think some conditioning spray put on her. She's getting ready to go to fair, Jefferson County Fair. I think Lydia's first day up there is going to be Tuesday. What you think, Sunday? Enjoying the sunshine? You sure look pretty with all of the flowers. I have to tell you that you will never have a cleaner used dairy towel than when you forget to wring them out until 3 hours have passed. Unless, of course, you let 4 hours go by and then you might have a cleaner towel. It's been my experience 1 or 2 or 5 times. Rascal, what's going on? Did Mama kick you out of the barn? I think she's trying to do something in here. We'll go in the cleaner way. It's just so wet and muddy through there with all the rain. Notice my cleaner door? One thing I will tell you that with doing videos, when you're sitting and editing and you start actually looking at the surroundings and you say, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I let people see that. So yeah, I worked on this door a little bit the other day. It really kind of needs some painting and first of all some harder scrubbing. I just didn't want to soak the floor. I did it one night after chores and it was pretty, humid anyway, and didn't want to get the floor wet, so maybe I'll work on that some more today. What's on the other side of this door? Ah, yeah. Diana's getting ready for fair.
You're going to be there to film, right?
On Friday. Hope to be up there part of the day anyway.
You're going to be up there all day.
I may have to see if maybe I can get my hands on a different camera that could zoom in a little better though, because otherwise you're just too far away. We'll see.
Use George's phone.
I guess I'm thinking something better than that. Anyway, what Keith and I are going to work on here for a little bit, I mentioned it, I think, in a video yesterday, is trying to get the back pasture ready behind the barn so that we can move some girls out. George and Wilson cleaned this pen out yesterday, which was quite the feat. It had gotten quite deep. So we're gonna get, I think, these 3 or 4 moved out. I'm not sure what Lydia's gonna want to do with Lazy Daisy May because she's going to fair on Tuesday as well. But yeah, I hear him pounding out there, so I better get out there. We're both late, Rascal, for helping Pop. I told him I would help him. I didn't really mean that I would help him just by filming him.
To not do something. Too muddy.
What do you need from me here?
Run into the middle room and grab a series of ropes that it needs to be. The more colorful, the better. Oh, I'm not sure animals see color.
And we have no caution tape.
Right.
My camera is set up.
You really want to film things that can make someone swear?
Well, it's going to make me swear here. I'll probably just fast forward.
And the animals run through the fence and ruin everything
Ow.
that I just done. Actually, I should leave the thistles for another kind of natural barrier. I know, I've cut you off from your window. Now you're just gonna have to come in. What do you see, Mooch? Quicksand, you say?
I said hopefully it's not.
No, it's not. It's pretty hard.
Wonder where the dog went again. Maybe he got underneath something. Are we sure that this fence is even zapping with all the greenery that's...
No, not. You will be certain, but it should be. Might not be the best conductor.
I asked Keith if we had a fence tester to make sure that this fence is working okay before we bring these new heifers out here, and his response was, what?
I said, yes, she's wearing a turquoise tank top.
Yeah, no. He used to have fun. Yeah, I'm sure they've seen me already. He used to have, I guess his definition of fun.
That would be a good interview.
What is, yeah.
Talk to Kim, the Verlo mattress salesman. See
Yeah,
see why he hates electricity.
Yeah, I think though all older brothers must do that to younger brothers, because we had a former nutritionist too who...
I've lost my hammer.
I think
If I had a...
Scott used to do it to Gary, and Gary was a little trepidatious around electric fences as well, as I recall. I'm sorry, sweetie, I don't know where it went. You were pounding in this one right here. Did you pound in anything after that? Anybody's, I found it.
You must have set it down there on that block.
Yeah, I'm sure I did. Now, this twine that he's using is just leftover baler twine that he likes to tie together into rope, basically. And for those of you who've not been on farms before, but you can infer that when you take a heifer out of a pen and put her into a much wider space, her tendency is going to be to jump and run and enjoy the newfound freedom. And we'd rather not be chasing heifers the rest of the day, because we've done that before too. So he puts up the twine as a visual, and then I will bring them out one by one on a halter and actually let them touch that fence so that they can learn very quickly what that fence means. We don't want them running out of their pasture for our health's sake, and we don't want anybody running out into the road for their health and anyone else's sake. So the faster they learn what that fence is, the better off for everybody. Boy, if you need any good dirt for your garden and you're local, come see us. High level of nutrients, I'm sure. That one must have spent some time down in the dirt.
So what happens is that you have a fence line through which a deer and his or her friends ran. Actually, once they run through it the first time, they usually learn where it is and they jump from there on after. But yeah, they run through, they hit the wire, stretch it as far as it'll go until these things slide off the post. Once they slide off the post, they go flying. And usually it's into a field, so they get disked in and we find them, you know, next crop several years later. It's probably what happened to this one since it's all full of dirt. But the little fella still has some life left in it.
Absolutely. Boy, that's a beautiful sky out there today. Reminds me of Montana.
I think it's the same one we've had.
Yeah. Rock.
That's either a rock or the pipeline. But since it's a temporary post, that's good enough for now.
Keith is moving some things into place along the fence line to help as a visual to make them stop from running through. I saw him moving the lawnmower up here and I thought maybe he was going to do a little bit of trimming first, but it's actually, again, just a visual. Don't come here, don't run through here. So we'll just go ahead and say right now that all of the rest of this that's lined up against the fence line is for the same purpose, okay? Even those thistles. For right now, they're just good visual to stay away from this area. You ladies ready to try the great outdoors? Somebody tried it yesterday when George and Wilson were cleaning the pen out. Somebody ran through a twine fence that needed repairing last night. Who was it?
That woman should work for the prison system.
Lydia? She is pretty good about coming up with creative ways, let's say, to secure doors.
She's too lazy to go and do it the right way.
You are so pretty. So are you. So are you. And so are you. Alright, so I guess instead of using a halter and specifically leading them to a fence to find it, we're just going to maybe move one out here and let her test the waters by herself. It's funny how sometimes they are so afraid of going in a new place, and other times when you don't want them to go to a new place, they have no trouble. Oh, here we go. Different personality coming to the door. So let's see what happens. I don't remember which one got out yesterday.
I don't know which one got out.
I guess I should close that door over there so she doesn't end up going back in the barn. Yeah, you're on the sunlight. Isn't that nice? And then there were two. What we have found over the last several years, using that back pen first as a go-between from, you know, going from a small pen and then coming out here, I mean, they've got a lot more run in them if they never have a larger pen. So when we started using that pen several years ago, kind of as a transition really, and they would get a little bit of the run out of them. Oh good, she didn't keep going straight ahead. I guess the fence works. Sometimes they hit it and just keep going straight ahead. There they are outside the fence. But that's really what we want, is for them to catch it. Now she's gonna go try it again. No, maybe not. Over the last 20 years or so too, we've had an occasional animal you would think that she doesn't even feel the fence, because we had one many years ago. It didn't matter where we put her. She ended up on the other side of the fence. So I don't know if she was immune to electricity or what, but does that sun feel good? Okay, walk away. Well, she's gonna go up to the other corner. See if it does the same thing up here. You do have to wonder why, when they have the space on the inside of the fence, they tend to want to go to the fence itself. But anyway, I would say it's human nature, but you know. Okay, it's Saturday evening, going on 7 o'clock, and this little girl standing out here by herself is a heifer that we moved out of the barn directly to the back pasture we were working on this morning. She touched the wire several times. We were thinking maybe everything would be okay. but of course then she went under the wire. I think we'd be content to leave her out here for tonight, except for two things. Number one, she really needs some water. Number two, she'll be out here yelling all night. And this west pasture is not that far from our bedroom window. But if I can't really get her to follow me, she's going to end up being out here all night long anyway. Hey, Fiona, you want to go get some water? Yeah, she's staying within this fence. I don't know if it's because of these other heifers out here with her or what, but she has stayed put here all through milking and afterwards, so maybe she'll be content to stay here for tonight, but I'd like her to see if she'll go up and get some water. Will you follow me, Fiona? Come on. Let's go see if we can get some water. That's a good girl. Out there is where she should be. The other heifer that we moved out there actually stayed there in the pen until one of the girls from the back pen came out, and then she followed her into the back pen. So she's currently content in the back pen. Come on, Fiona. Sure, now you want to go up there. Come on, Fiona. Good girl. Come on. I'll show you where the water is. Want to follow me? Want to come up the hill? Come on, Fiona. Come on, Fiona. Climb the rocks. I think what I'll do is just go get her a pail of water. Come on, Fiona. Fiona, where'd you go? Wow, over there. Want some water? Do you see your pail? Huh? You see your pail? Come get some water. Yeah, there you go. Good girl. Oh, it's good water to drink. Fly's giving you a hard time out here. Yeah, it's hard growing up. It's hard growing up. I'd try to get a halter on you, except you're not very halter trained. You need more water? Get you more? Can you ladies do me a favor and take good care of Fiona tonight? She's not interested in mingling yet, but just help to keep her inside the fence. Are you listening? Anyone? Minnie, when are you gonna have that calf? Minnie's never in a hurry to do any work. That's why Keith refers to her as Minnie Moocher. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching. We hope you have a blessed Sunday tomorrow. Have a good evening.